Welcome back to another episode of Coach's Corner. I'm Jake Lancer here with Danny Lynch for HWTV. Today we're here with Coach Aaron Huerta, the head coach of our Wolverines varsity football team. The Wolverines are currently 3-3 heading into a pivotal match against Mary Star this weekend for homecoming on Saturday night. Coach, it's been a rough past couple of weeks for your team and you've been dealing with tons of injuries. What's been the biggest setback for you guys so far?
Again, the injuries are the biggest part. Losing some guys have really hurt, but it's helped us grow as a team. Some young guys have been able to step up and get some quality playing time. So I think coming later in the year, we're really going to benefit from this.
How have you had to adjust your play style to account for those losses?
Yeah, we're on offense, we're a little bit more run heavy. And then on defense, we become a four-man front, so we play a lot more of our D linemen and try to stop the run, be a little more physical up front.
And do you know if Aiden Greenfield or Connor Bunnock will be playing?
Both are going to play on Friday night, so we're really excited about that.
And what type of player would you say they are compared to Henry Wendorf?
Young is the biggest thing, right? They're both really good athletes, and so we're going to use their athleticism to make big plays.
Mm-hmm. And how did you adapt your team so quickly since the quarterback switch had to happen right away?
That's why, summer practice is so important. Aiden was our backup over the summer, so he got reps then. And every practice we try to get him a couple reps to get him prepared for the next game.
How has your game plan sort of changed due to the more inexperienced quarterback under center now?
Yeah, so, we got to be a little more, simplify things is I think the biggest thing, right? We've got to make sure everyone knows what they're doing. When you have seniors like Henry, older guys like Henry, you can kind of give him a little bit of freedom. Now we got to slow it down, make sure we know what we're doing, and, just execute, I think is the biggest thing.
Last year against Mary Star, you guys had a lot of success with deep passing plays, having a 70-yard, 60-yard, and 55-yard touchdowns, respectfully. Will you be able to replicate that Saturday, or do you think things are going to have to change?
I hope so. That'll just depend on what they decide to do. I think as their defense, they're probably going to change up a little bit what they do. So we're going to do what they give us, right? And we just got to execute, get first downs, and then big plays will happen.
On the other side of the ball in last year's matchup, you held Mary Star to only 7 points. Yeah. This year, Mary Star has really been an offensive juggernaut, they put up 63 points last week. Yeah. Really run-heavy offense. How are you guys going to try and stop that?
Yeah, so again, that's kind of plays into our hand playing 4 D-linemen now. That's kind of nice. We have experience. A lot of our D-line played in that game last year, so they know what to expect. And so that experience really helps you kind of take it into the next game and really prepare for a team like Mary Star.
And with this game being the homecoming game, how do you think it differs from all the games that you've had?
It's a lot more exciting, right? We know there's going to be a lot of people there. You can see the kids being a little more nervous. And my thing is just let's have some fun, right? It's in front of your classmates. Let's go have a good time. And I think when the kids have a good time, they play loose, they have fun. We're going to make mistakes, but let's learn from them and let's move on.
This is also your first homecoming at Harvard Westlake. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the atmosphere. I actually just can't wait to see the Ferris wheel and all the extra people here. So the crowd I'm really excited about because these guys have worked really hard and I want them to have a great time in front of all their classmates and their alumni and things like that. So I'm just really excited for the atmosphere.
And have you kept up the morale of your team after losing so many players?
It's next guy up, right? It's a great opportunity for these young guys that have worked so hard to get some playing time. So, we rally around those guys and we bring them along and those juniors need to start stepping up as leaders. So it's just, next guy up. It's a great opportunity. We're now in league. We're 0-0 in league, and we can go 1-0, and then that's where we want to be.
And which one of these players do you think has truly stepped up in these last few weeks?
Two guys that I can think of is Bill Coleman. As a sophomore, done a great job. Had a great game against Pasadena. Played really hard against John Burroughs. And then Mateo Perez. He's our leader of our defense. He calls our defense. He gets guys lined up. And he's just been a great leader every day in practice, pushing us to be better. And so I'm really proud of both of those guys.
And with even less players on an already small team, how did this change your game plan for?
Yeah, we've got to practice a little bit different. We've got to limit reps. We've got to be smart on how we do things. We've got to make sure we get breaks. So we might call timeouts when we usually wouldn't, just to give our guys a little breath and just rotate guys. We just got to give guys some breathing time throughout the game.
Lastly, on both sides of the ball, who are some players for Harvard Westlake that we should look out for Saturday night?
Yeah, offensively, Aiden Aaron Milburn's going to get a lot of carries, and we're really excited to see that. Mark Cho has done a great job at receiver, so he's really come a long way, stepping up, being that senior leader. And on defense, you have, like I mentioned, Bill, Mateo, but you also have our D-line like Sonny Hayes, Miles Cardillo, Justin Baden, those guys. So literally it's a team effort. If we play well as a team, I think we're going to come away with a victory.
Thank you, Coach Huerta, for joining us on our second Coach's Corner of the year. We hope to see you on the next Coach's Corners. Enjoy the game.